The Manobo Tribe is an indigenous group in the Philippines. The name Manobo may have came from Matsuba, which means river people. The first Manobo settlers lived in northern Mindanao, and today Manobo tribes can be found at the hillsides and river valleys of the northern part of Cotabato. The Manobo appear to the remnant of the very first Australian invasion from Taiwan, pretending peoples like the Ifugao in Luzon. The origin of the Manobo tribe can be traced back to the migration of the early Malay people of Southeast Asia of the Philippine Islands. The Manobo's way of life. The upland Manobo practice swidden or slash and burning farming, where areas those inhabiting the valleys practice wet rice farming. Rice culture is so central to the Manobo way of life that there are more than 60 different names for rice varieties, and all agricultural rituals center around it. In the late 1950s, however, many Manobo groups shifted to the corn culture because of the gradual disappearance of Sweden sites. The incursion of settlers from Luzon in the Visayas and big logging companies have further limited the mobility of Manobo farmers, and shifting cultivation sites and caused a competition for land. The Manobo have since shifted to the agricultural system of using only single plot of land repeatedly. Besides corn grit, other supplementary foods are sweet potato and cassava. In times of famine, emergency foods are unripe bananas and wild yam. The Manobo political and sociological system. Compact with villages traditionally have 3 or 4 more dato or temuay, all chieftains, but dispersed settlements have none. Some Manobo group did not have a formal system of chieftainship until the present century. In 1910, the Agosanon Manobo, for example, did not have a title for chief. He was simply a Bagani, a title that he shared with other members of the Bagani class. But Visayan traders called him Dato. The Spaniards called him Masicampo, derived from Maestro de Campo, meaning campmaster. And the Moro called him Cuyano or Culano. The subgroup Manobo did not develop a datoship system until the middle of the 28th century. Social organization and customs of Manobo people. The traditional social structure had 4 classes. The Bagani, warriors who defended the community but no longer exist. The Babaylan, priests and healers, still present today. Commoners, mainly farmers and slaves. Slaves were often captives from raids or people who could not pay penalties for crimes. Some slaves, called Bilu, were treated like family, and calling them slaves was offensive. Known as Templa, slaves could earn freedom through loyal service or repairing their debts. Religious beliefs and practices. The Manobo religion is a rich, complex system rooted in animism, with a pantheon of around 50 deities and spirits. At the top is the supreme deity, known by many names like Magbabaya, Manama, Midlimbag, who resides in the highest sky world. Other important deities include Mandangan, goddess of war and bloodshed; Ibabasok, god of farming to survival; Epememe Handi, goddess of wealth, considered equal to the supreme deity; Manawbanaw, god of rain, thunder, and lightning, enforcer of tabus; Tigulambong, Pelikumpas, and numerous other gods govern nature, hunting, murder, rivers, and more. Manobo traditional costume, attire, arts, and crafts. Before the Spanish colonial period, the Manobo wore bark clothes to cover themselves. Today, they wear Western clothes, the skirt and blouse or dress for the women, trousers and sports shirt for the men. The heavily embroidered traditional Manobo garments are now worn only for special occasions. Traditionally, fabric for clothes was abaka or hemp, dyed through the ikat process. Nowadays, they use cotton cloth obtained through trade. Dyes were acquired from plants and trees. The tagum plant and the bark of the lamud tree produce black, the turmeric root yellow, and the kiluza plant red. Ginuwatan are woven representational designs such as flowers. If cotton thread cloth is bought, big floral designs are preferred. Typically, colors are red, black, yellow, green, blue, and white.